Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and XRP holders have come away with what I would say is a major victory. Just this idea that XRP today absolutely has not legally been declared a security. There's been a lot of misunderstanding in the space, and Bitcoin maximalist trolls who are rather noisy are insisting that the SEC says that XRP is a security, therefore, right now, today, this very second, it is. And now we have a legal ruling that indicates that's not true. And so I reported on that yesterday, but I got some new stuff for you in this video. I've got a number of opinions from another attorney that I think are going to enjoy taking in, as it were. Now, I do want to be clear that I don't have a legal background of any kind. I am not also offering financial advice either because I don't have a financial background, and even if I did, I wouldn't want to. But so just to be clear, you absolutely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who likes to make YouTube videos on the topic of XRP and crypto, and that is indeed all that it is. And so there's this piece from Crypto News Flash titled "Ripple Wins Lawsuit Against Tetragon as SEC Admits Open Status of XRP." I'm just going to touch on this and then we're going to get quickly into the new opinions from another attorney. I shared opinions with you, initial opinions in a video yesterday from attorney John Deaton. I got a different attorney in store for you for this one, although John Deaton is referenced in this article. Ripple Labs scored a victory yesterday in its legal battle with Tetragon Financial Group Ltd. The asset management firm was the largest contributor to a Series C funding round, with $175 million, and sued Ripple to force stock redemption after the SEC lawsuit was filed. To enforce its right as quickly as possible, Tetragon filed a preliminary injunction on January 7th. And so what ultimately happened was a judge just kind of like bitch-smacked Tetragon. And it feels oh so good, does it not? Here's a tweet from Stuart Alderodi. He is with Ripple, general counsel at Ripple, over 30 years of legal experience with expertise in banking, regulatory affairs, and complex litigation. And he wrote the following. Update on Tetragon Series C shareholder suit. The judge ruled that since there has been no official determination regarding XRP status, Tetragon's claim that a securities default occurred is wrong. The SEC also responded to John Deaton's case on behalf of XRP holders and confirmed what we said on day one. Their complaint against Ripple is just allegations. The court presiding over the SEC's case is the exclusive method for testing the validity of those allegations. The Tetragon ruling, coupled with the SEC's filing in John Deaton's case, should put to rest the FUD that the SEC unilaterally determined that XRP is a security. Glad that's settled. Oh, I'm glad it's settled as well, because I've been swatting down the Bitcoin maxi trolls for months as a result of all of this. It's just nonsense. And then you can tell them factually what is the case, and if it doesn't align with their ideology, they start squawking. They go, no, Ripple, security, Bitcoin, and that's exactly what they sound like. And then they waddle away because they can't walk straight like a human does. They waddle away to their dumpster fire to stay warm in the winter. And then for sustenance, they eat their favorite food, which is room temperature cottage cheese. And then they charge people that cross their bridge. They charge people Bitcoin to cross, resulting in a delay of days at times because the Bitcoin blockchain is so damn slow. Don't make no damn sense the life of a troll. It really grinds my gears. And so here's the actual language from the judge. This is the Delaware judge. Where's the name? Is the name listed here? Maybe it's not. I thought it was. I guess not. It doesn't matter. Here's the quote from the judge that ruled that XRP today is not legally a security. But XRP is no more security after the SEC filed the enforcement action than it was before it. A determination resolves the question of whether XRP is a security. The enforcement action, by contrast, asks the question. The question is not yet resolved, so a determination has not yet been made. And when it is made, it will be made by the district court. Round of applause, round of applause. And then I like that Ripple did call out Tetragon for being little baby back bitches. And they said that it's an opportunistic move to take advantage of the SEC's allegations, and that's a direct quote. It said, let's call the Tetragon lawsuit what it is. Opportunistic. Now, Jesse Hines, this is the attorney in question right here. And I'll tell you what, I'm a fan of Jesse Hines because he, well, there are a number of reasons, but not the least of which is the fact that he's willing to contribute to the XRP community by sharing his opinion, given he is a lawyer with a legal background, it's more valuable than the layperson's, right? Because reading legal documents, it's like a bunch of gobbledygook, which is a fun word to say. Give it a whirl, gobbledygook. But excuse me, but he makes sense of the gobbledygook. And one of my favorite things, though, seriously, is just the fact that he's not gonna just speak a bunch of hype words. He's gonna speak what he believes is the truth. And sometimes that results in things that sound fantastic for the long-term viability of Ripple and XRP, and sometimes he'll put out things that he believes to be factually true that that don't sound so hot for Ripple and XRP. And so that's exactly what an intellectually honest person does. That's exactly what you do. That's why, for me, like running this channel, I've been citing the whole time I've been running this channel, and I get crap for it sometimes from fringe people in the XRP community, but this is not a hype channel. Yeah, I think there's enough reasons to be excited about XRP and Ripple, what they're doing. You don't need all the damn hype. But I'm absolutely going to highlight all the negative sounding stuff, and I always tackle it. And I love to get into the critical thinking exercises when there's a bunch of Bitcoin maximalists trying to explain why XRP doesn't make sense when they don't have facts. Like, they don't have facts in their brain, right? They just start spouting stuff. But here's what Jesse Hines had to say. Judge in the Delaware Tetragon vs. Ripple case determined that Tetragon is not entitled to a preliminary injunction. The judge stated, "But XRP is no more a security after the SEC filed the enforcement action than it was before it. A determination resolves the question of whether XRP is a security. The enforcement action, by contrast, asks that. The question is not yet resolved, so a determination has not yet been made. And when it is made, it will be made in the district court." And then Jesse continues. Basically what this means is that, as we've been saying, an SEC lawsuit doesn't make something a security or prove that it was sold as a security, but rather it's the SEC saying, "Hey, we think this was sold as a security. Are we right, Daddy?" The courts are daddy, he writes in parentheses, which is hilarious. I like that. Well, think about it, though. Doesn't it make all the sense in the world? If you're charged with something, certainly in the United States, does that make you guilty of that? Or do you have to go through a court proceeding first to find out a final verdict in court, whether guilty or innocent? You know, it's a similar concept. And so the idea that just because the SEC declares something without any sort of actual adjudication, that's never made sense. But that's how you can tell that the Bitcoin maximalists that get all squawky, Bitcoin, you can tell that they're just completely disingenuous. They're children. They're emotionally driven and they're ideologically driven, and Moon Lambo ain't got no time for that. Jesse Hines continues now. So what does that mean? It's a huge slap in the face for Tetragon, as it shows that greedy people are always going to be greedy. Tetragon saw an easy out and an easy way to make money, so they took it. But they'll have to wait their turn. It will be interesting to see if XRP holders now sue Tetragon for the negative impact their lawsuit had. Now, isn't that an interesting concept, though? Because undoubtedly, that news impacted markets. Why would it not? All the scary news at the time was impacting the market. And so then he tagged attorney John Deaton and wrote, "You're up," because John Deaton, of course, he's the one that's really been bringing the fire in terms of just like actually filing against the SEC. There's the class action lawsuit on behalf of XRP holders. He's doing a whole bunch of stuff. He even launched a crypto law website. It's crypto-law.us if you want to go check it out. It's he's doing like so much stuff. I don't know how he has enough time in the day. It's crazy. But anyway, Jesse continues. As for what this means as a whole, it's a direct show of how flawed our system is. Basically, the SEC thinks something was sold as a security, but rather than making more clarifying rules, they sue, resulting in immediate and substantial damage to those who purchased it. But in doing so, they fail to tell everyone that this isn't a final determination, nor make rules that there will be some sort of safe harbor while the decision is being made by the courts. At the very least, if the SEC is going to be so aggro, they should have a safe harbor provision where exchanges can't be held liable for their lack of clarity. Instead, they say, "Well, it's not our fault. XRP was delisted and MoneyGram stopped using it while the case is pending. Blame them." Blah, 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 blah. That's what the SEC sounds like now. Blame them. Blah, 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 blah. They just sound stodgy. And then Jesse Hand wrote, it will be interesting to see where this whole thing goes. Yeah, and so the idea of safe harbor, this is an idea that SEC Commissioner Hester Pierce has put forth. I don't know if it's going to get any traction, but it's probably a good idea. Just this idea, if you're a blockchain company in general, you get to X number of years, whatever it is, whether it's 3 or 5 or whatever they're deciding, where you can launch a cryptocurrency. And even if it's centralized and it looks like a security in the moment, you have a period of time to get it sufficiently decentralized so that it no longer represents a security, it no longer represents an investment contract. Seems reasonable. There's nothing like that in place, though, but I'd like to see it. Tell me what you think. How are my impressions today? I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.